Now on CoastTV News.
Parking spots in Ocean City once again causing debate why the town is going back to the drawing board.
Dairy to development. The former site of the Lewis Dairy could be the next subdivision in Lewis.
A local piece of history to be removed, what locals have to say.
And we had a great spring-like sunshine day today, and we'll be on another one for tomorrow.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Paid parking in Ocean City about to come back, but not without controversy. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with a change of heart from Town Council.
Ocean City Council was planning to turn free parking on streets like Philadelphia and Talbot and St. Louis into metered spots. But after a lot of pushback, that idea is on pause. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zapay is live in Ocean City. Kevin, Council is going to revisit this idea.
Maddie, we're currently in Talbot Street, one of the places the town was considering adding paid parking to. But now that's not going to happen, and it doesn't look like anytime soon. Parking in Ocean City could go from 0 spots taken to 0 places to park. And with the weather warming up, the influx of vacationers are only weeks away. Something local Andy Friedman knows all too well.
Some people with driveways will rent out their driveway space because it's hard to find parking even in the paid lots.
With paid parking beginning April 1st, the town discussed possibly adding even more paid parking spots around town. Philadelphia Ave, Somerset Street, and Talbot Street were just a few of the places they were looking to post up these signs. But after hearing from the public, the council decided to scrap that idea. Some of the complaints brought up to the Ocean City Council included the existing lack of parking spaces in town, how this would negatively affect workers and locals in the area, and how they believe the property value would go down. Friedman lives on Talbot Street and sees firsthand how hard it is for workers trying to find parking.
We have lifeguards that live with us during the summer, and they come to work, and it's not easy to find parking. It's pretty big that we have some free parking here.
Friedman understands the council trying to bring in more revenue to the town, but is glad to see free parking continue outside his home. The Ocean City Council will be having a work session on possibly adding more paid parking signs in the future. I'm Kevin Zapay, live in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Kevin. And Ocean City leaders had even more parking rules to debate this week. Council approved the final reading for increased parking fines during high traffic events in town like Ocean's Calling and 4th of July. For example, if you park in front of a fire hydrant during a special event, it's now going to cost you $200 instead of $100. Officials say the change aims to encourage safety and encourage people to park legally.
A site on Pilottown Road could soon be carved up into 8 single-family lots called Roosevelt Landing. You can see it on the map here. The Lewis Planning Commission is set to review the final subdivision plan at a meeting tomorrow night. Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken is live in Lewis. Emma, there are lots of fond memories from the old dairy.
Charlie, I talked with a handful of people in the area today, and the common thread connecting them was a warm feeling as they looked back on the history of this property. In fact, one man I spoke to said he's lived in Lewis for 85 years and he'll always remember getting his milk from the old Lewis Dairy. Dating back almost 100 years, all the way to 1919, this land on Pilottown Road became home to the Lewis Dairy. But for the past several years, the building has been empty and the property looks like this. New plans for this plot would turn the land into 8 single-family homes, creating a development called Roosevelt Landing. Some people who live in the area say they are fine with a development this size.
At least that's small, you know, not going to create that much traffic, and not like some of the larger building areas. I hated to see the dairy leave, really, because it's been there, had been there for so long, but you know, everything changes.
The Planning Commission could issue a recommendation to the mayor and city council, who could then hold a public hearing and make a final decision about the subdivision plan. That meeting is tomorrow night at 6:30. Live in Lewis, Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how should Lewis honor the history of Lewis Dairy?
Let's take a look at the results so far. Take a look at your screen. 76% want a historical marker. 8% want to see a community space. 4% want a museum exhibit. And 12% that's the second place right now, say no tribute.
Well, we'll see if these numbers change at all throughout the evening. If you haven't voted yet, you can do that at CoastTV.com or use our mobile app.
A new development will go on the site of a historic school. About 100 years ago, the DuPont schools educated African American and Native American students in Delaware during a time when segregation was legal. There are 90 of the schools throughout the state, including one in Long Neck. That former school and abandoned home will now be removed for a new subdivision called Creekside. According to developers, the school will be commemorated with a place marker. The developer offered this school to organizations in case they wanted to move it, but they say nobody was interested. Still, development is making some locals quite sad.
If we keep having major builders and realtors on our Sussex Council, things will never change. We can protest all we want, disagree with what they're doing, but they'll still pass it because of the money that's involved. It's all about the money.
On March 25th, the plans for Creekside go in front of Sussex County Council.
And we're taking a live look now outside into Ocean City. A nice night it seems to be. Let's check in with our First Alert Chief Meteorologist, Paul Williams.
Well, as you take a look at what's happening in light of the schools, hey, let's take a look at our bus stop forecast. Something I usually do at 6 o'clock, but when you wake up, we're looking for temperatures in the 40s. Long sleeves are still needed for tomorrow morning on the way to school, but headed home, we'll see a few more extra clouds and it'll start feeling a lot warmer. Temperatures jumping into the 60s and well into it. We right now have a gale wind watch. We're under a small craft advisory, but it's going to be upgraded to a gale wind watch here pretty soon. From Lewis down towards Ocean View, watching out for about 30 to 35 mile per hour winds. That also applies for Ocean View, Ocean City, all the way down towards Chincoteague. And so the deal is this: as you take a look at our expectation for the next 3 days, we're going to be a little bit on the cloudy side on Thursday and very much on the windy side on Friday. So don't get rid of those long sleeves just yet, even though spring is just around the corner.
Thank you, Paul. After spending months longer than expected in space, 2 NASA astronauts are finally coming home. Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams hitched a ride aboard a SpaceX Dragon capsule from the International Space Station to Earth. They are supposed to land in about an hour. Never before has a 10-day test flight turned into a 9+ month mission. NASA determined their Boeing Starliner spacecraft, the one that they arrived on, well, it wasn't safe enough for them to return home with.
We came up prepared to stay long, even though we planned to stay short. That's what we do in human spaceflight.
The astronauts are expected to splash down off the coast of Florida just before 6 p.m. tonight. NBC will have live coverage of this event right here on Coast TV.
To political news today, President Trump spoke to Russian President Vladimir Putin by phone in an effort to get Russia to agree to a ceasefire in its 3-year-long war in Ukraine. NBC's Julie Sirkin shows us how the call comes as tensions once again boil over on another foreign front, Gaza.
Today, a high-stakes meeting between President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin, trying to find a way to bring an end to the war that Russia started in Ukraine. In a 90-minute phone call, the two leaders agreeing to a ceasefire on energy facilities for 30 days. And now it's up to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who already said he will not agree to anything without being part of the talks. The deal between Trump and Putin comes without any input from Ukraine or European leaders who are skeptical of President Trump's relationship with him. This, as another peace deal is unraveling, after the Israeli military launched the deadliest strikes on the Gaza Strip since January. Israel informed the White House before the bombardment.
The blame for the resumption of hostilities lies solely with Hamas.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says they attacked because Hamas refuses to release the remaining hostages. Hamas has not retaliated so far, but Israel is threatening further action unless hostages are released.
Trump has made clear that Hamas must release the hostages immediately or pay a high price.
The White House is also making clear that it believes it did not violate a federal judge's order when it flew alleged Venezuelan gang members to El Salvador, even as the judge ordered the flight to halt.
We're not stopping. I don't care what the judges think.
DOJ lawyers answering some questions today from the judge who demanded more information on the deportations, but refusing to answer other questions, saying there is no justification for more details. Before that hearing, President Trump called the judge a, quote, troublemaker and agitator on social media and said he should be impeached. Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts rebuked the president, saying in part, "Impeachment is not an appropriate response to disagreement concerning a judicial decision." President Trump today also encouraging migrants who are in the U.S. illegally to self-deport.
Do it right and come back into our country. Do it wrong and you'll never be back again.
In Washington, Julie Sirkin, NBC News.
And new tonight, the Trump administration is moving to reinstate tens of thousands of probationary workers. More than 24,000 workers were fired as part of Trump's efforts to slash the size of the federal workforce. 18 departments and agencies are attempting to rehire them in order to comply with court orders.
Coming up, a protest at Purdue, why one organization hopes to get rid of poultry farm.
And I'm looking at a blank screen right now. It's not working. Give me a second, guys. Pop in. There we go. We're looking at a gale wind watch. Computers. We'll have your forecast coming up, and I'll bang it like Arthur Fonzarelli and make it work. Boom.
But first, salty conditions and Delmarva crops, the latest challenge from Mother Nature, up next.
Accurate Termite and Pest Control. For the best termite elimination on the shore, call Accurate and have the safest termite prevention for years to come. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Skyrizi.
Pollen. It can ruin your screen porch and your furniture. You can clean it, but you'll be cleaning it a lot. With the porch protection system, you can use your screen porch year-round, pollen-free. The PPS system is marine grade and custom-made just for your porch. We provide quick turnaround, quick installation, and 20 fabric colors to choose from. So call us today for a free estimate, so you can start enjoying your screen porch year-round, no matter the weather.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Visit us at Lakeshore Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Seaford and find out what the locals have known all along. While all pre-owned vehicles look the same, at Lakeshore Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Seaford, we carefully inspect all of our used vehicles in our service department with our factory trained technicians. Combine that with our great selection, lowest prices in Sussex County, and our top level of customer service, we believe you'll see why we say that we're different, and we prove it. Call us at 302-990-3099 or online at lakeshorecdjr.com.
Accurate Termite and Pest Control. With over 300 combined years of experience, we're community focused and 5-star rated.
Accurate Pest Control.
Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
Researchers with the University of Maryland and UMES are looking into the idea of farmers planting switchgrass. It's a fairly hardy native plant that can grow in saltwater conditions. It's all research in preparation for a pilot program that UMES was awarded $5 million by the U.S. Department of Agriculture to run it. The hope is that this will create renewable energy by churning up switchgrass with a chicken litter in a big machine. It is an incentive for farmers because salty soil has been killing their crops for years.
As you can see around me and behind me, you'll see corn stalks that were left from last year. Well, those corn stalks grew a plant, but the yield wasn't there to make it financially feasible to do it again this year. And as you can see behind me where there are no corn stalks, that was just where the salt water intruded and completely killed the plant altogether, making it a zero.
The pilot program itself hasn't begun yet. Right now, research is in the very early stages to see if switchgrass would be an appropriate crop to use.
Maryland's oysters are holding steady. That's according to the Maryland Department of Natural Resources 2024 Fall Oyster Survey. The survey recorded above average reproduction for the 5th year in a row. The department reported that young oysters specifically are surviving well.
Here's a look at your forecast. 65 for Wednesday, cloudy on Thursday, becoming very breezy for us on Friday and feeling a lot chillier. And we have spring just around the corner. Your full forecast is coming up next.
Need more space? Build a backyard cottage with Berica Homes.
Whether it's for family, guests, or work, our cottages offer the perfect solution. Start planning yours today. Visit BericaHomes.com to learn more.
It's Truck Month here at First State Chevrolet in Georgetown.
We have one of the largest selections of Silverados on the shore.
Rates as low as 1.9% on this new 2024 Chevrolet Colorado.
As low as $39,995 on this 2025 Chevrolet Silverado.
Sales, service, parts, body shop, and towing, all in one convenient location just 1 mile north of the DMV in Georgetown.
We are First State Chevy in Georgetown, where we put you, the customer, first. Together, let's drive.
We could practice our skills anywhere, but here is where we've chosen to be. It's here that we find new ways to create hope, give second chances, save lives. One day your heart will need us, and on that day, we'll be ready, without missing a beat. The Heart and Vascular Institute at Bay Health. Our commitment runs deep.
Look over here, look over here.
Okay, we'll get that.
I really want some lemons.
Okay. Hey, what's up?
Shoes for every beginning. Shoes for everyone. Shoe Department and Shoe Show.
Be a dad? Yes.
Discover the craftsmanship behind each Berica home. With each factory tour, you'll embark on a 60-minute journey of innovation and precision. Step into a world where your future home comes to life. Call our office to schedule your factory tour today.
Warm spring days are just around the corner, and Tyndall's Casual Furniture has everything you need to create your perfect outdoor escape. Explore the latest styles in outdoor furniture arriving now, or plan your dream oasis with custom orders guaranteed for spring delivery. All in-stock furniture is on sale, featuring top brands like Pollywood, Casual Comfort, and Telescope, proudly made in the USA. Visit us in Laura or Lewis, or check out our new location in Frankfort, Delaware, opening soon. We're ready to help you transform your outdoor space. Tyndall's Casual Furniture, Delmarva's outdoor furniture experts.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
A gorgeous clear skyline, pardon me. It's one that we've enjoyed throughout the day, and we're going to start off with some sunshine for tomorrow as well as we warm our way into the first day of spring. Our tunnel and razor camera at 58 degrees with winds pushing out of the north at about 8 miles per hour at this point. Now, we will stay clear for the rest of tonight, so we'll drop to 46 degrees with mostly clear skies, but still staying a little bit on the breezy side. The temperature change in the last 24 hours, a bit dramatic depending on exactly where you are. We are 10 degrees cooler in Ocean City, but 5 degrees warmer in Georgetown. That has to deal with the approximate your closeness actually to the water and how water retains and cools a lot slower than the land mass, okay? That's why our weather's kind of tricky to call sometimes because of the influence of all of this water. We're at 59 degrees in Rehoboth, or it's 63 right now in Georgetown. Once again, that dynamic difference between the two in such a short, area, not really that much real estate between the two. 62 right now actually in Del Mar. Now, as you take a look at our concerns for winds, it's going to become very breezy, particularly Friday. Now, we're under a small craft advisory right now, but we will be soon upgraded to a gale wind watch, watching out for 35-mile-per-hour winds, particularly for Friday, okay? It's going to become very blustery on the beaches for Friday, but we're still going to stay at least a bit breezy for tomorrow and going into Thursday. But Friday, you know what's going to break loose as far as the winds are concerned without necessarily a storm in place. Tonight, mostly clear skies. 41 along the coast for Lewis, Rehoboth, and Bethany Beach, into the 30s, 37 degrees, generally speaking, for most other locations. We take a peek at what we expect for tomorrow morning. We start off with sunshine temperatures in the 30s, so long sleeves are still needed. But the good news is we will rebound nicely into the 60s throughout all inland areas. For example, 63 degrees in Georgetown and Allendale, 60 for the high in Selbyville, mostly sunny skies. Thursday, we start off a bit on the cloudy side, but the winds are coming out of the south, so that'll help us warm up, and we'll warm into the 60s. But then by 8 o'clock, we're watching out for scattered showers beginning to pull through, and it's going to be an evening shower or two. Now, if that actually slows down for the afternoon, we may have to watch out for some strong storms. But right now, it looks like a nighttime situation. For Thursday, for the most southern portions of our viewing area, 9 o'clock, we're looking at, by the 4 o'clock hour, 55, 58 in Snow Hill. And then for Thursday, we start off a bit cloudy, but The winds are going to change direction for us as we go into Thursday out of the south, but at 32 miles per hour, for example, gusts expected in Ocean City. And we'll have the winds consistently pushing out of the south for the next few days. Now, precipitation chances will stay concentrated on Thursday. As you take a look at our expectation for Thursday, you'll notice it's in the evening time, even with this separate model, that we're expecting that opportunity for the scattered showers to hit. A few heavy downpours, but we're not expecting any isolated cells. Here's a look at your extended forecast. Look for that scattered shower activity to continue to push through going into next week.
All right, Paul, thank you very much. New at 5, ice skaters in Kent County getting a better sense of what the future of the sport could look like in the area. Right now, lawmakers are holding a press conference to outline the next steps following the closure of the Delaware State Fairgrounds ice rink in Harrington. That was upsetting to many, as this is the only rink in southern Delaware. According to the Delaware State Fairgrounds, skyrocketing operational costs and mechanical failures prompted the closure. Again, that meeting is right now, and we will have updates tonight at 11.
And new at 5, crews responded to this home in Fruitland for reports of a fire. This was on Moore Avenue. The fire reportedly started in the garage. It spread to the home. Good news, a neighbor says it doesn't look like anybody was hurt.
Coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network at 8:30, Decatur will take on Queen Anne's in girls lacrosse. Then it's the final score at 10:30. And over on the DSN Plus app, you get that Decatur lacrosse game along with girls and boys Bayside Conference All-Star basketball games.
And coming up, connecting Milford and Slaughter Beach, a project in the works for quite some time. Next steps happening this week. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
Fall in love with safety and reliability at Gateway Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. From rain and snow to sunny skies, Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive has you covered through any weather. Right now, take home a new 2025 Subaru Outback and take advantage of great financing rates as low as 1.9%. Stop by today to pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, designed for tomorrow. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Sponsored by Patio Systems, where integrity is the pillar of our craft.
At Patio Systems, integrity is the pillar of our craft, creating outdoor havens that stand the test of time. Expand your outdoor season with the shore's best selection of screen and glass enclosures, pergolas, retractable awnings, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems. Visit our new showroom location on Coastal Highway and experience our products firsthand, or schedule a free consultation with our friendly staff. Now is the perfect time to call Patio Systems, locally owned and operated since 2001.
Winter may be packing its bags, but it left a chill behind. Don't let a cold snap catch you off guard. Call FH Fur for our $69 heating system tune-up. We'll keep your system running smoothly so you're warm and snug until spring finally makes up its mind. Act now and get our no breakdown guarantee. With over 40 years of trusted service, FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical are the pros who've seen and fixed it all.
877-GO-FUR, FHFur.com.
I've needed a new left hip for about 15 years. The last 2 cortisone shots I got were bone on bone, and they didn't last 6 months. They lasted maybe a month. I was in a lot of pain. The staff at the Joint Surgery Center at Atlantic General Hospital were incredibly helpful. I was back to work 2 days short of a month, which I found amazing. You learn to trust people when you get good care.
Start your journey to relief today. Atlantic General Hospital, expert care every day.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us.
Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
For nearly 2 years, Milford and Slaughter Beach have been working to try to connect their towns better, and tomorrow the public has a chance to weigh in. Officials want to build a bicycle and walking pathway on Route 1. In Milford Wednesday night, locals are invited to learn about this project and some of the alternatives being considered to connect the areas. This is from 4 to 6 at the Milford Public Works facility.
To Salisbury now, where what was expected to be a sizable protest has proven to be a little less so at Purdue headquarters. Just 3 protesters were outside the facility around noon this afternoon. The group DXE is protesting alleged animal cruelty and health risks at Purdue subsidiaries in California. The group is also calling for an end of all animal agriculture. Purdue says it's championed animal welfare for decades.
In consumer news, many Americans are cutting back on snacks, but not for health-related reasons. According to market research, experts say 42% of U.S. consumers say high prices are causing them to buy less snacks. The findings from the 1,000-person survey reflect the fall in sales recently reported by snack brands owned by Pepsi and Campbell. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports snack prices have risen higher than most other grocery store products.
Frontier Airlines offering a free checked bag on certain flights this summer. Frontier's CEO said this can be considered the ultimate, quote, divorce your old airline deal. Last week, Southwest announced an end to its longtime policy of 2 free checked bags. People who want to take advantage of the deal, they must book a trip by March 24th.
And here's a live look into Laurel. One more check on the forecast right after this.
Through Monday at Johnny Janasic. Get bonus coupon savings of 15% off, 20% off, and for the first time ever, up to 25% off your purchase. Plus 0% interest for 12 months. But it all ends Monday at Johnny Janasic.
This March at Holly Kia, we're celebrating Kia Madness.
Don't worry about a bracket. The Kia lineup offers something for everyone.
Right now, enjoy the Holly Kia Advantage,
which includes tires for life on all new purchases.
Take advantage of 1.9% for 60 months.
On 2025 Sportage and Sorrento models in stock.
And don't forget to ask about our loyalty program.
Plus, we'll take any trade and give you up to 120% more than Kelley Blue Book Fair Market Trade.
So celebrate Kia Madness
at Holly Kia in Shelbyville and Felton.
And remember, Jim wants to see you in a Holly Kia.
Tired of your old tub? Imagine stepping into a brand new, modern walk-in shower designed for style, comfort, and safety. At Bath by Spicer Brothers, we make upgrading your bathroom easy. Our factory-certified team provides professional 5-star installation in as little as 1 day.
And with our price match guarantee and done right guarantee, you get the best service at the best price. Right now, save 20% on your entire bathroom project with payments as low as $79 a month.
Call Bath by Spicer Brothers today because you deserve the best.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
Carlos just started working a construction job. When his foreman told him to take a shovel, get down in the ditch, and help dig out some underground cables, he didn't hesitate. Unfortunately, the company didn't have a trench box, and when the sides collapsed, Carlos was trapped under thousands of pounds of sandy soil. Construction accidents are often the result of the company's failure to make a plan to keep its workers safe. If you or a loved one were seriously injured in a construction accident, tip the scales of justice in your favor. Call Schwartz & Schwartz today.
Let Johnny Janasic help make your outdoor space more relaxing and enjoyable. Shop now and take 10% off all outdoor clearance items. And remember to take advantage of our great financing options for a limited time only at Johnny Janasic.
Coming up new on Coast TV News at 6, regulating short-term rentals in Milton. Rules officials are considering. That story and more tonight at 6.
Here's a look at how it looks right now in Ocean City. 47 degrees right now. We'll drop down to 46 in clear skies pretty quickly. We do have concerns for winds becoming even more blustery along the entire Delmarva Peninsula. We're windy now, but going to become extremely blustery by the time we get to Friday. Kathy Dorothy of Ocean View, congratulations. You're our umbrella giveaway winner. Keep up with your forecast. We've updated it for you on our weather line, sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead, Mandalis, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Wednesday's going to start off sunny, a little cloudy, and we're going to stay cloudy all day on that first day of spring.
Thank you, Paul, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And of course, we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.